Avast ahoy and g'day once again to ye mateys! I be Josh the Pirate, and these be me lovely friends. I haven't made up silly things for them because we're not doing our usual thing today. Today we're going to have a bit of table talks and a little bit of a Jackbox party pack stream as well. Good fun to just hang out with. Unfortunately, the lovely LEB cannot join us this evening. She is not very well, and that is absolutely fine. So, well, I mean, it's not fine. It's awful, and we hate it. But we're just doing what we can with the situation.
Not pro-disease on this channel.
Firmly anti-illness. It's a stance that I am bravely taking. So, guys, who the absolute heck are all of you? Jack, who are you? You get to be first today.
Hey, everybody. My name is Jack O'Brien, and you can find me as a professional GM on www.dungeonmasterforhire.com.au and all the socials, and on Twitch at Jack Squarepeg, where we do RPG edutainment and the occasional video game potluck, as well as coming soon, a Cthulhu Western stream, which will be coming in 90-minute blocks, so you will be notified when that comes about.
Are these pre-recorded thingamies?
Yes, sir.
Ah, yes. Excellent.
So that way people can go on holidays and shit.
That's true.
If they need to.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Hey, Fajib, good to see you. Ro, who the heck are you?
Hi, I'm Ro. I'm a Perth-based educator and theatre maker. You can find me here on Monday nights, or over on Instagram at Crowdventurers to see photos of my dog Charlie with the large ears, my many travel adventure photos, and upcoming projects like my next project in December, which is Othello.
Ooh.
And you can catch me sometime soon on Jack's channel too.
Hells yeah, in 90-minute blocks, as I understand it.
Yes, indeed.
Where is Othello going to be? Where are you performing that?
At the New Fortune.
Where's
so
that?
UWA.
UW. Okay. Weird. Is that the outdoor one? Oh, sick.
It's the Shakespearean style one.
That's cool.
Hells yeah.
It's very cool. Love performing in that space.
I haven't been there yet. I haven't seen it. And Rachel, who the heck are you?
Hello, my name is Rachel. I'm a writer, actor, creative trash at large. You can find me on various social media at Rachel Fukar, because that handle is mine and mine alone. And you can find the book that I wrote, The Rings of Mars, here on the internet. It's about going to space and stuff, but things go badly. Read it if you like science fiction.
Things going badly in space is rarely good.
I think you should read it even if you don't like science fiction.
It's interesting because it is obviously it is science fiction. It's in space. There is stuff happening, but it's almost a spy thriller as well. There's like it has this sort of multi-genre feel to it. So there's a lot of cross appeal, even if you're not particularly into sci-fi, but you kind of like thriller, like spy intriguey novels. There is that too. Yeah. I really enjoyed it when I read it. And I be Josh the Pirate. You can find me here on my channel, Courses Cove, where I run D&D and other RPG-related things with my lovely friends and my lovely wife Karen, the mother of bunnies. We had a new, something exciting recently came through that I have yet to announce, so I'll do it now because why not? Those keen viewers of the channel may recall we ran a short series of Teens in Space! Teens in Space! With the wonderful Cato Sullivan, the splendid Malika Moon, the delightful Ardana, and the gorgeous Soteris. And I can confidently state that despite never having seen the person. Yeah, it has... I was feeling a bit... adventurous after last year's success at the... New Jersey Web Fest, and the New Jersey Web Fest was like, hey, you were really great. Do you want to send us something new? And I was like, yeah, I could send you something new. So I submitted an episode of Teens in Space to the New Jersey Web Fest, and they didn't let us in this year. But little did they know, I also submitted it to a bunch of other web festivals as well, and it has been accepted into both the Baltimore Next Gen Web Fest and the Rio Web Fest as well. We are up for Best Actual Play Livestream at the Rio Web Festival for Teens in Space episode, I think, 3, In Space No One Can Hear You Teen. So yeah, that one's really cool and kind of groovy. A couple of laurels there for those wonderful, talented folks and me. So, guys, what we're going to be doing today is a bit of a table talks, first of all. Our viewers are absolutely welcome to join us for some Jackbox games. If you want to go to jackbox.tv and sign in with the room code, we're going to be playing some Fibbage too. But before we do that, I'd like to ask our lovely cast here a couple of questions about how they feel the season is going, where their characters are at, and if you, our lovely audience, have questions for our cast, you are welcome to ask them. I think, first of all, beginning at the end, as we normally do, as in what we normally do at the end, I'm going to start with that. I would like a favourite moment of the season. From peeps, from the lovely cast. What was your favourite thing that happened? What happened this season? In no particular order.
I really liked.
Oh, no, go.
Yep.
Oh, I really liked our battle with the hags because we've had a lot of big battles so far, and usually some bullshit happens. And obviously, I just feel like it was the team performing the best it ever has. Everyone was on the same page. We got in, we got it done, we were cohesive. We felt like a proper team during that fight, and it was a good moment, I think. Previous fights, we've been a bit scattered. The strategies have not meshed, but this one, smooth.
It didn't hurt that you massively neutered them as well. Like if you take away a third of their number, like
team.
it was a long form plan, and it actually worked, and you stuck with it one all the way through, and yeah, it worked really, really well. Yes, no, I'd agree with that. Valid.
Yeah, sure. When role play and good decisions combined.
Very rarely, in my experience.
That's true.
Ro, what do you reckon?
Well, there are probably bigger favorite moments from the season, but I certainly got the most enjoyment in dancing the door. Because I was just so stoked that was it.
I enjoyed watching it.
Yep. On a train in
I was
Amsterdam.
Like, as I was doing
watching
it, I
it
was
live,
like, oh
yeah.
god, this is so embarrassing and I'm probably so wrong.
No, it was fantastic,
I was
especially
right.
if you knew what the answer was. I'm just like, yes, right. I'm embarrassing myself in front of a bunch of Hollandese people, which is not the term. But,
Dutch, I think, is the
Hollandaise. That's the term.
delightful.
Yeah.
Delightful, delicious. That was what I was meaning. Jack, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I'm with Ro. There's a lot of moments, and also we didn't have a lot of time to prepare. But instinctually, my moment is a very small one, and it was Trish being vulnerable, specifically with the mimic. It was the first time that she needed someone. She is very stoic and has a lot of armor around, but she really needed help in that moment, and she was willing to shed it for this creature. And that was probably my favorite moment because it meant that there was a deeper connection from that point on, I felt.
Yeah.
I have another one. When we got turned into animals.
That was one.
Yeah,
that was what I was going to say. My favorite moment for the season was that the look on your faces when I pulled that shit on you. The combination of irritation, horror, and all sort of rolled into one was delightful for me as a DM. I was sort of like, yes, it finally comes good. But that episode, I think, for me, was probably my favorite ep of the season. Just to play, because there was loads of little moments of reveals in it. And when I finally got to reveal Chet as the totally not a mimic, and yeah, the smoothie cartwheeling or like hamster balling around the floor as this, and leaning into his animalistic side really hard there. That was really fun. The complete inversion of Smoothie and Selenox's personalities, because they were both feeling their animal side, which was fascinating to watch and really, really cool. And Trish sort of keeping her cool throughout, actually. But then the kitty jumping out and trying to startle Bella, and that whole fraught nature of that interaction was really cool as well. Just, there was a lot in that episode that, basically forced you guys to do something different, and seeing how you guys rolled with it so incredibly well was very, very cool. So yeah, my favorite moment of the season was that whole episode.
Yeah.
That being said, though, last episode was really strong for roleplay as well. Yeah, I also really liked putting Ellie in and seeing how that has worked. And hey, Crispin Crunch, seeing how I love being proved right. I love doing something I'm just like, I'm pretty sure I'm right about this, and turning out that I was in fact completely right, that Ellie was a perfect fit for this role. And yes, it is sad that she is not well, but hopefully she is okay. I want to clarify with our audience, Ellie is fine. She is on the mend. She is just not particularly well right now. Josh is not egotistical at all. No, I'm not.
Not egotistical. That's a human thing. Who doesn't like
being right? Being right? Yes. No, it was something I used to get a lot. It's
just like, oh, I was right. That's pleasant.
The way, well, yeah, it happens so rarely. No, I used to get it an awful lot. Apparently, it was something that turned a lot of people off about me, was that I came off as an arrogant prick. And Aussies find it with me, I think it's because of the accent. I just sound a little bit. It took a mentor of mine telling me for me to even be aware of it. So I do try and tone it down a little bit when I become aware of it, but yeah. Sorry, I'm just talking about me now. Ro, I think you said you had another. What?
Oh yeah, I got more.
Say something about egotistical. What?
I like how I was defending you and just like it's like yeah. Thank you. But
I am though.
Me.
I am. I enjoyed how the it was scrying. That Smoothie did the scrying, and it like completely changed the course of the story. I liked that change because it was like, yep, we're all going to bed, we're having a drink, and then you scried, and it was like, oh fuck, he's here, and then it changed that, and I enjoyed that. That was a nice switch, and it's come to have some really fun stuff that's gone after it as well. But that was
I actually have a question for Rach. What is going through Trish's head right now? Because you've walked away, you've walked out of the prowler den. She is pretty certain she is like 3 or 4 hours tops away from someone she loves carking it. So, but she's also aware that, Smoothie, for example, has basically no magic left. That the Prowlers are fully aware that you are angry as fuck, or at least some of you are angry as fuck with them. So what's Trish thinking? Where's Trish at?
We gotta kill these fucking things immediately. And let me tell you why. And it's not just because Trish needs a kill. They know too much now. They know we're against Strahd. They know... Oh, I had a list of things. Basically, she's going to convince the rest of the team that we got to kill them because she knows we do. They know too much, and they're going to leave soon. Like, now that we know where they are, they're going to fucking dip. We gotta kill them before they leave because they know too much. They know you worship. They know the god you worship that you're not supposed to. They know that we're on anti-Strahd. We gotta kill them. They gotta go.
I think they already knew all those things, but
Yeah.
I think
Strahd
Strahd already
hasn't-
knew all those things. Here's the thing, though. I love this about Rach and or Trish. I'm not sure where they begin and end. You need a seatbelt with this motherfucker, guys. Like you never know where Rach is gonna be. Just like, oh yes, let's go, hand on shoulder. Actually, fuck them! Duh! You know.
We started that fight then and there. We'd have been fucked. We gotta go in sneaky and kill him. It's like, if we had just started stabbing then, we'd have gotten our asses kicked. But if we come in a bit stealth in an hour or two, we've got a fighting chance.
It's I love you, Rach. That's all I'll say.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm going to throw the question to the other two, actually. Where's Selenox at right now?
I think she's hoping that they give her a bone. In terms of like she tried really hard to give them an out. And yeah, I don't Selenox is not at this point down for killing them all just because they're
Child murderers?
Pardon?
Because they're child murderers?
Child murderers. Yeah, no,
Save it for
like
the game. Save it for the game.
You're right.
Oh, she's got plenty.
I think she would like a way to at least, she's always looking for a way to save, I think. So I think there's the element of like, you know, all those people that we met in that den, some of them said that they were there because they were forced to be there in the beginning and now they found a home, but they're not all necessarily behind the stuff that's going on. So yeah, I think she's kind of conflicted around, you know, whether that means they should all die or not. I think Selenox is still back on the like definition of monster. And how like, yeah, who is really the monster in a lot of situations, and yeah.
Is this the monster and who is the
And where's Smoothie at?
Tired. Tired and conflicted and at war in himself. He doesn't know where this anger comes from. He is pulling himself apart, trying to find the perfect solution, and is unable, it seems, to get there, and feels horrible that he once again kind of lost it, and just wishing that he didn't have the responsibility, because he didn't ask for it, he didn't volunteer. It was just, you're what's left, kid.
Yeah.
So, all of that.
Cool. Thank you. I have one more question for the group. I mean, for Duke, it's all on the YouTube, ! YouTube. There is nothing stopping you. Except, obviously, your own time. YouTube. Hey, Laurite, how are you, my dear? Fancy playing a bit of Jackbox with us? I have one more question for the party, and then we will get on with some fibbage. But the last question is, and this is sort of in preparation for, but these all help me. what is something you would like to happen for your character? Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. You have a cold in the what? In
Oh, I thought you were reacting to us not saying anything.
no, I'm reacting to Laurite's comment that they have a cold, and it's kicking their butt, but it's slowly fading. And it finally, I'm glad to hear it. It'd be an early autumn cold, which I imagine could be quite nasty. Well, it's mid-autumn now, isn't it? It's October. So yes, what do we think?
Can I say two?
Yes, you may. Give me more ammunition.
One is more from like Selenox in terms of like for like yay, good things for Selenox. So this one is I think I really like having those like obviously Strahd and the whole Barovia setting is quite dark, and it's nice to have those moments where we do get some sort of win. So at the moment, the win that I would like for Selenox is that someone can be good. So I guess we got that with Bella, but I threw out a pretty good line at the end there to try and get anyone. So
yeah,
hint, nudge, nudge. That would be nice.
I will tell you for free, it didn't not work.
Yeah, sweet. Okay. And the other one is from an interest perspective. I would like to see some more interactions with Strahd for Selenox.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Which Selenox might not necessarily want that, but Rose thinks it would be fucking fun and interesting.
Eminently
so
possible.
Throw that shit at her.
Interesting. That's totally fine, Crispin. We love having you here as well. Amusingly, so I inadvertently said a full Monty Python quote in the tone of it, without even clocking it, because a 5-year-old asked me how old I was. Oh no, they said, because you're really old, aren't you? And I said, I'm 37. I'm not old. Which is, of course, Dennis from Monty Python's Holy Grail. But yes, you are completely welcome, Crispin, and we require as little or as much of you as you can give us. That is the point. We ask nothing that you cannot give. And we have 4 more players. We have Hello Kitty, who has also followed. Thank you very much for the follow, you bloody champion. Avast, matey, you wee scallywag. We have Yi. Michael and
Yee.
Frog Rock, and I've got to assume Frog Rock is Serum. And Serum, if you're hiding, you... if not, excellent name, whoever it is, but I'm pretty sure it's Serum pranking me. Frog Made of Rocks with Some Ice was the episode title of, I think, the finale of season 2 of Flux and Fire, which is a The Darkness reference. But very obscure. How about Rach and Jack? And then we will get into some Jackbox. What are you hoping for your... Yes.
I think Trish would like to have a moment where she can have an undisputed win that gets her party to trust her. Because I don't feel like they do. And she just wants to have a win where she has a suspicion, follows through, is right, and like earns some trust from these people she's trying to work with.
I love that. Yeah. No, I pay that.
That's an interesting statement. I'm not going to say anything to that because I want to save it for the game. I want to hear Trish get frustrated and say these things because I have that would be a fun scene. Yeah,
Hells
I will say nothing. Yeah.
Serum's like, would I do that? And Laurite, knowing Serum well, yes. Did I do that? I have never seen Steve Urkel. I only know that quote.
Yeah.
Jack.
Oh man. I'm looking forward to for those eagle-eyed in the audience caught Smoothie's expression when we found out that the companion was a Vistana. And that will be horrible for him, but very interesting for me, especially if one or both of the parents are there and or alive. That's going to be some nice meat to chew on. Apart from that, yeah, look, I could say, like, you know, there's stuff that I'd want for the character to see him happy and things like that, but like I kind of don't want to wish for that. I think it's more fun to kind of take these moments when they happen to come.
Yeah.
And the only thing I think would be interesting, and I guess like this isn't necessarily
a different version to answer. Yeah, interesting for the character, please.
Yeah, this is not necessarily something I wish for, but something he's intending to do at some point. Is he's got Commune. He's going to try and see if he can reach Ardea. Not for any particular reason, but because through our collective storytelling, she has skin in the game. Yeah, it seems, and he was enamored with her in a sort of schoolboy kind of way, like, oh wow, this thing hurts kind of, but like everyone's happy and dancing and shit, everyone's having a really good time with this person, and I miss being back there, and I feel horrible that if I had the choice, it would be very, very hard for me not to just leave and go be in the wood and run and not come back, and just I kind of want to talk to this person and just feel a semblance of that again.
That would be cool. Yeah.
So that's something he's planning to do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Jack, thank you very much. That is fascinating. I am going to utilize the heck out of all of that. Avast, ahoy, and good day once again to ye mateys. How are ye, everybody? Hey, Ermi. Hey, Tony. How are you? Lovely to see you guys. We're back for another Table Talks. This is very much an off-season thing. We were like, hey, we haven't streamed in a while. Want to hang out and stuff. So we are. Or at least Daria, Karen, and I are. And we thought we might have a chat about the scene that was. Sup? Oh, look at those sexy people in chat. Omi, I see you there. Bloody nerd. Yeah, how's it all going, guys? So, Karen, who the absolute heck are you? Just at work, you know, doing stuff.
Hi, I'm Karen, sometimes known as the mother of bunnies. Yes, the pallor is 100% natural. I'm a performer, a writer, a puppeteer, internet addict. I play D&D a lot and associated gaming sort of thingies. You can follow me over on Twitter, not X, at Mother O Bunnies. Or you can follow my Bella Skirtle Ego over on Miss Lollamore on Instagram. Or you can listen to my dulcet tones in the podcast There Be Dragons, available where all good podcasts can be found.
As long as you don't want a new episode, because none have been released in over a year.
The producers are very busy with things they make money from.
Sure.
But the episodes that are there
are very good.
Very good. I can't listen to them at work because I laugh too loudly, and then that weirds out the clientele.
Yeah. Well, just having off out of nowhere laughter from Karen, yeah, that might upset people.
Particularly because I hide my earbud under my hair, so they have no idea I'm listening to something. So it's just me bursting into laughter at random intervals, which is a little unsettling.
Hey, small town creepy. Hello, Bishop Blood. And Daria. Who the absolute heck are you?
I'm Daria. I'm an artist, and I sometimes play D&D here. So that's what I do. I missed you guys.
Yeah, we missed you too. Unsettling isn't necessarily a bad thing. Yeah. speaking of unsettling things, Daria and I will be over on the Law Rights channel on Tuesday evening for Halloween for a little bit of Vaesen, I believe is how it's pronounced. I could be completely wrong, and I probably am. But it is a Scandi Nordic horror game. So vaguely Cthulhu-esque in sort of narrative style, not so much in play style, though apparently it has similar vibes in terms of survivability. But it runs off a different system. It runs entirely off a D6 system, and I'm getting quite excited about it. Having a read through it, want to play that game so badly. Well, then you'll have to come and watch it. And Ardana is exactly the right person to run it because they are Scandi too. I'm building a character called Hirath Ornson, who is going to be a local doctor for local people. We'll have no trouble here. And I'm Josh the Pirate. You can find me here on my channel, Corsair's Cove, where I run D&D and other RPG-related games with my lovely wife Karen, the mother of bunnies, and all my splendid friends. I heard my name, and thus you were summoned, Lawrite. Hey, Lawrite, how are you, my dear? It's lovely to have you here, and all of our other lovely people as well. Omi, I do own a mirror, and you're just as pretty as me. Having never seen your face. Tony is doing pretty good. He had some Thai for lunch. As long as it was food, and not just someone who was Thai, that would be different. It's a little early.
Imply cannibalism within the first 15 minutes of this stream.
I was employing bizarre sexual exploits, actually, but there you go. You could be cannibalism if you want.
I don't know what says more about me or you, that I went to cannibalism and you went to sex.
Just eating Thai,
I have to muse on that.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I probably went to sex because of Paparotica, because Karen and I will be performing Paparotica on Saturday evening for the first time in a hot minute. About 9 months. But it's weird how rapidly it's coming back to me. I've read the script through once and I'm like, oh no, I do still remember this. I approve of both directions you took with that. Karenbalism? Is that where you eat Karen, or is that where Karen eats other people?
Depends who's faster.
Yeah. It's Karen getting eaten then.
Why can't it be both? We both sacrifice a limb and have a good time.
Gastronomical 69. Nice.
Oh, this is the real stream.
I'm just going to write down gastronomical 69.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Take it and use it.
Pretty sure that happens in Hannibal.
Hannibal doesn't reciprocate.
That's true. He's just full of somebody else. And that's why I invited Daria to face it. Yeah, okay. I'm worried now. Wink.
You should be.
Yes. How many limbs is the doctor going to have to sew back on? Ardana, I am going to play a doctor called Hirath Ornson. I am in the process of writing the character sheet up now. I was going to, but then Karen demanded a snuggle that lasted an hour and a half and wound up going to sleep.
No.
Yeah. Well, she required one. And I was more than happy to provide. What we're here for today is a Table Talks. We're going to chat about the season that was, about the things that happened, about our favourite moments and our maybe least favourite moments. And then if we have time and we can be bothered, maybe we'll play a little bit of Jackbox to cleanse the palate after the nasty bollocks that happened on Monday with an unpleasant racist. But this is just Josh and Karen being the cutest people on stream. Okay, as in, as a couple, that's fine, because otherwise I would dispute that. Daria is adorable as well, in a slightly upsetting way, in her auto-cannibalisms and sort of comments. So, cutest couple stream. Okay, that's right. I'll take that. So, first question is why can I not hear any music? Because I haven't put Sirenscape on, so I shall do that. What would be your favourite moment from the last season?
Can you remind me where the season started? Because I remember things that happened, but from which point are we thinking?
Kesh going to the plane of death with Tavernish was just pre the season starting. That's functionally season 1, technically.
Oh shit, that's my food. I'll answer after Karen.
Go. Now, is Daria having Thai, or is she eating the delivery man?
Favorite moment. Oof. A lot happened. A lot happened. Like, honestly, finally healing Eric's mum was pretty dope. There'd been kind of a lot of build up to that kind of sequence of that happening. So finally kind of resolving that was very satisfying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it also it required us to strategize a bit more than we normally do.
Yeah.
But effectively, you know, like we had a plan, we carried out the plan, and yes, I took a lot of fight. Because I'd kind of forgotten how many times I got singed in that combat.
What, with the frog? With the slard?
Kept burning me with things. But ultimately, we were triumphant.
Yes, it always comes back to Zombie, Jeremy. Zombage wasn't even this channel.
No, that was the Noir Nights.
Yeah, that was on
stream.
That was on. I want to say it was Roll for Damage.
I think it was.
Don't think it was on AJ's.
No, I think it was pre-Winter's Tales. It was me, AJ, Nikolai. Who
Tristan?
was the fourth player? Yes, Tristan.
Look at the gams. Yeah.
Fucking
No, what was it? Was it not? The pirate. The other pirate.
The other pirate.
There's another chap. He streams mostly pirate-themed games. He's a tiny bit awkward. I'm trying to remember. Because I've seen Tristan in one, but I don't actually think it was Tristan. No, Captain Robert. Begins with H. I haven't seen him in a while, actually. I cannot remember for the life of me what his name is. No, that's not going to help at all. Just suggest.
No, this is gonna.
Yeah.
Did not mean to derail the combo. Well, you did. You should.
Well,
you should.
Like that. That's sort of the whole point of these. It's just one long tangent. So Karen's favorite moment was finally getting to heal Eric's mum.
But that was mine as well.
Haha! You shouldn't have gone to get your food.
God damn it! Yeah, shame on me for having biological needs. Yeah, I was also thinking about like the operation part of it, where we like try to put all of our knowledge, our abilities, everything together to succeed. I really like that, and also I really liked the very end, the epilogue, where finally after like so many weeks of like tension, we can like exhale a little bit and just. I like that all three characters didn't like stay for like the triumph and everything. They just went to like a quiet spot and just sat by themselves and took a drink. It's good. I liked it.
Yeah, it was very much them. It's what they would do. They're not. None of them are built for the spotlight. Possible exception being Julio. But I reckon like Julio could manage in the spotlight, but he's not like he wouldn't. He doesn't seek it.
He's deathly nervous, but he only does it because he believes in what he does. That's the only reason he speaks up.
Yeah. What are you having, Daria? Is it Thai?
No, it's potatoes and little chicken nuggets.
Oh.
Huh?
You got a 6-year-old's Happy Meal. Amazing.
Yes, and I'm proud.
I was just like, I wonder how many Thai restaurants there are in Russia, actually. As soon as they asked, I was like, probably not a lot.
Yeah, in big cities, maybe. Not here, though. And I'm drinking Diet Coke out of the fucking bottle.
Like a fucking adult. Yeah, mom spaghetti.
Honestly, being an adult is overrated. Honestly, some of the greatest joys in my adult life are things that would be called childish, and I'm like, well, screw you. I'm having a good time.
What was my experience like? I always say like when you realize you're an adult, the first time you get another adult labels you as an adult. Say thank you to the nice man. Both of mine have happened in supermarkets. One time I picked up a child's pacifier or whatever it was and handed it back to them, and I was told, and the child was told to say thank you to the nice man when I was about 17, and I was like, man, yes, man, very manly. And then when I was in my mid-20s, I got used as a disciplinary tool by a mother with a toddler who wanted to buy biscuits in Wales. And I was in the biscuit aisle too, with 4 packets of biscuits in my arms. And this child was only allowed 1 packet of biscuits. And I'm standing there, and she's like, "Don't, or the man will be angry." And I'm like, the kid looks at me, and I'm like, what? I'm the only man here, unless we're talking about the metaphorical one in the sky. And the kid's like, "The fuck, dude?" And I'm like, "No, man, you go for it. You have as many..." No. And then the mum looks at me like, "Come on, back me up here." I'm like, "Okay, yes, do as your mother says." And then she looks at me like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "What? You looked at me for backup."
Also, I think by the man, they mean the society.
Yeah.
That's
the man, No, too many biscuits. No biscuits for you, small child. The man is displeased. I only recently had dysmorphia when I was called a man. I went straight from boy to agender. Never been a man. No, thank you. Interesting. My favorite moment for the season. I would actually say going to the plane of life. I think getting to take you to a different plane. It's not a full like. I'm considering when we come back naming the show something new. Because it's been four seasons of Flocks and Fire. I'm considering having it be a new thing. Like we're going to have a new cast member, probably. We will have, and the premise of the story is, yes, we will continue the main narrative arcs that we've already sort of got ourselves on, but it's going to be a new game. It's going to be a new story. So I would probably call it something else. So it was, I feel like every season gets to go to at least one other plane of existence as a group. Flocks and Fire went to the plane of fire and the plane of water, actually. You guys have been to the plane of death and to the plane of life, which has some pleasant symmetry in both instances. I need to find somewhere else other than Barovia for the others to get to. First time I was called an adult was a mother telling her small daughter to ask the auntie what time it was. What is? I was 19. Nice. I get that. I was recently assumed to be a guy and had a moment of gender feels as someone non-binary. Gender is weird. Yeah, it is. Reminding myself that Josh's biscuits are cookies. No, not American biscuits. Yeah, that's language is weird.
Would the opposite of Barovia be like the Feywild, for example?
Yeah, it pretty much is. The Barovia is very much the Shadowfell. Of that setting. But also sort of the Shadowfell is also sort of the plane of death. Humble Blutzspur. I'm not entirely sure. And Air and Earth, baby. I mean, that's where we need to go. Josh. Prismere. What's that? I don't know. Looks like Josh. Prismere. Fren, the little hedge girl, and Fern, her potted plant, succulent, that she brings everywhere with her like a teddy bear. Probably a member of Julio's new religion. Bishop Blood has redeemed. Whilst Beyond the Witchlight. I haven't read it yet. Let's let Rachel play with Mind Flayers. Oh, yeah. Okay, Prismere and Whilst Beyond the Witchlight. Yes, all of this. I mean, yeah, in time. And all right, I will write down Fern or Fren, her little. I love that you want a succulent that's called Fern, but it's not a fern.
That is funny.
That is amusing. Hang on. My notebook is in my other pants.
I'm trying to remember. I did something similar where I like named it after the thing it wasn't. Ah. But I can't remember now. There was a thing that I did that was similar and I had a good time with it. You just watch people
Oh, I thought it was a
but it's
fern.
it's not a
Why did you do that? That doesn't make sense.
because I could.
And yes, Fren is named that because she's a friend. Aww. Cutie.
That's cute.
Fren.
Ferns are prehistoric. Yeah.
Yeah, they predate grass.
Yeah, I remember watching behind the scenes when they made that TV show Walking with Dinosaurs, and they basically had to scout out areas that had a lot of ferns and no grass, because obviously grass didn't exist when dinosaurs were alive.
Yeah.
So they could have ferns, but no grass. So
It was
made
why
quite
dinosaurs
difficult.
were as big as they were. Because they needed hugely long guts to be able to digest the really unnutritious ferns. Send the
Is that
Midnight
why
Team to the
whales are
toilet.
so huge?
No. That I do not believe is why. Though I could be wrong. But whales are mostly carnivorous, so they don't eat. What they eat is relatively easily digested. I don't know why whales are.
Yeah, because they eat tiny little plankton bitches.
Well, some do. But sperm whales eat fucking squid.
I know what they eat. Sorry.
They go hungry then. They're very large.
I was just saying, whales are huge because they got to have room for all that charisma they're carrying around.
Yum.
I'm Googling this. Once whales have evolved from eating one prey at a time to filter feeding many at once, the rise of giganticism was likely driven by an abundance of krill. So basically, they got as big as they could because they could. Which favoured their feeding style. And having a larger mouth allowed them to eat more. I believe that, yeah, if food sources were far apart, it would help to be vast. A huge body size not only helps you push through water more effectively, but also increases food storage for energy. It strikes me that if you are a really big whale, you are big because you have to drive long distance between food sources. There you go. Alright, cool. A hedge girl with a potted plant. A potted plant. Next question. And are giants in Humblewood just whales? Well,
did we get any answers from chat?
I did see a couple from chat. Yeah, chat. What was your favorite bits? Only 50 Bishop. The joys of adulthood. Lilith calls us all children with drinking permits. Yep. 50 Nug challenge. Nugs alive. There's a lot of people supporting your nugget choices there. Funniest part, that conversation harken back to no? Okay. If we did, I cannot now find them. Hugemans. Yeah. They are hugemans. Got elders, I got called young. If you don't know when, you're too young to know. Don't know when what?
It's about the sperm whale joke.
Oh, okay.
It was very funny in the moment. It was. To me.
I was vaguely amused. There you go. I have written it down on a pretty piece of notepaper. Right, next question. What are your characters... What is something you are interested in happening to your character or excited that might happen to your character? Sperm whale joke had me nearly snore for chocolate pocky.
Oh, I know.
There's a lot of words there.
But props for enjoying Pocky. They are amazing.
Yeah, I have an answer. I think it would be very interesting if Julio's previous life caught up to him, like Raleigh or someone else, because he changed dramatically. Even since meeting Raleigh and the pirate crew in the beginning of his journey with the group, because back then he was still like mostly rogue and such. and now he's like a dramatically different person, I think. Like his values are still kind of the same, but he feels more empowered, and his profession changed a lot. So that'd be interesting.
Like, what, you're a trooper now?
Donna, if you're using Pocky to do your COVID test, you're doing them wrong.
Yeah.
And also wasting a Pocky. They're not called Pokies. Karen, what are you hoping will happen to Cash?
I'm hoping Cash will get some good Monster of the Week action. With her new job. Running covert missions. I often my favorite period of a TV show is when they're in the Monster of the Week zone.
It's definitely the best bit of the Doctor Who series, for example. Supernatural was way better when they were just doing Monster of the Week rather than these big, like, the world is about to end again and again and again and again, and how many times can the Winchester boys kill the devil? Donna says, damn you, I nearly spit water. Yeah, exactly. Like 4 times. Yeah. Sorry, Karen, carry on.
No, that's and I think after kind of all the intense stuff they've been through, it would be almost relaxing to just have a problem that you can go and solve, and then move on to the next one.
Well, what Daria...
Like, how is this move on the chessboard going to affect the other pieces? Many things down the track. That's why I don't play chess.
Well, what Daria pitched to me a little while ago, possibly without really knowing that she was pitching what she was I want to have a Humblewood thing on a Thursday night between now and Christmas, but I don't want to restart Monsters and Magic because we don't have time for a full season. I don't want to have a long break over Christmas for that and have to break it up. So what I was going to do is just have a short little story about a new group. But Daria said that they would like to get into... to sort of cover the break between the end of Monsters and Magic and the beginning of the new thing. We would like to see what happens to Julio going back to plant the little seed at his orphanage. And I was like, oh shit, we could have mini adventures with each of them, and new people to join in, so we can have people like, the world is so rich and varied at this point that we could, like, Tali could come in, or like the other characters from other places and other stories. Fig, for example, could crop up, the little Gerbine paladin. Oh my god, Fig and Julio going to plant a tree at an orphanage. Aww. Oh my god, it's happening now. I have to check if Ellaby's free on a Thursday. Meanwhile, I also want to do more Candlekeep Christmas. So yeah, I've got an awful lot of organizing that I need to do. Who are we twinsies again? At the very least, mini-series or serialization, there's 3 fire elementals that are classic. Yes. How does this keep happening? Because we're all very clever and talented people with good ideas. So Cash is just excited about getting into some just normal... you're excited about Cash having a normal job. Without any heavy-duty expectations on her.
Or at least manageable expectations to compare what she's been
expectations based entirely in this plane of existence, please.
Yes, very much.
It's a problem when you overachieve.
Tell me about it.
There's a Humblewood reverse isekai. That's a yeah. I don't wanna. What would be a reverse isekai?
I didn't want to think about
If
it.
I'm too old to understand,
That's so fucking depressing. You're like an adventurer, and then whoops, you're fucking working in the HR department of this fucking corporation. Good luck, idiot. You have to pay off loans on your non-existing college degree now. Cool.
You know what? The whole bit of The Incredibles, where Mr. Incredible is working in an insurance company, is like
That's it.
it's that.
But like that is nightmare fuel for me. I'm just like, oh god, I lived a life
That's just
of
called
fun and
hell.
adventure, and now I'm in an office cubicle dealing with bureaucratic assholes all day. Ah!
And all people in modern day Japan, look at all of those flamingos. Are those yokai? Yeah. No, Siri. It's okay, baby. Thank you. Good girl. Well, yeah, no, not doing that one. Not doing a Humblewood reverse isekai. There is a game called, Homeward Bound or something? No, that's not it. Wander Home. Not a Tanuki. Could be.
What's Wonder
it's
Home?
called Wander Home, and it's similar in sort of theme to Humblewood in that it is little animal people. But the whole premise is that the adventure is finished, and it's their going home, and it is the last 100 pages of Lord of the Rings, where they go back and they start rebuilding their lives, and there may be a challenge or two, but it's heavy role play. And I picked it up in the Humble Bundle that I haven't yet. But I haven't yet actually had a look.
That sounds very cute, actually.
Yeah, it's a really sweet idea, and there is an element of journaling about it, and I do intend to utilize it when we do wrap up Humblewood eventually. That will be the last thing I do with it. Is that they had to find their way back to the Everton after the Isekai. Yeah, all right, okay, yeah. The going home after the adventure is the roughest RP. Too many feels. Yeah. But also with the cast that I've got, Small Town Creepy, like, it would be a crime not to utilize the incredible acting talent that I have. Chat. Hard agreed. Yeah. And this shit's not eternal. Well, this is the thing. We're only at level 10. 9. I want to get to level 20. I want to run a world from 1 to 20 is a sort of a private goal of mine as a DM, because I've never DM'd anything over level 12. And balancing for it is increasingly difficult. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I got to like level 17 at my longest campaign. Never got to 20.
I've played from level 1 to level 14. I have played a campaign at level 17. With Nova, which was great fun, and but the thing is, you are very much gods at that point, and this is, you would be, I definitely know where I could take it that could make Humblewood work at that level, but it would be Trauma City.
Yeah, we just go to the fucking God Boys, whatever, I forgot their name.
The Amaranthines.
The God Boy. Yeah. We just like duke it out and become better than them and become new Amaranthines and fuck them.
I mean, that is absolutely an option.
Just turn up, slap him in the face with a glove, and be like, "Bitches, it's on."
You're done.
Yep. It's us now.
It's us and the tree. Fuck off.
Yep.
Yeah, and this giant tree is standing behind you like, yeah, bugger off. Me and my mate Julio, we're going to be the new king and queen of the forest. Fist bump. Where Julio fist bumps the tree. Well, yeah. Humblewood Redux. Returnal.
After you said Julio fists the tree, I thought there would be something different there.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's interesting.
Could be. When Eric destroys the Humble Omegaverse. Yeah, that's, Eric is the world's Thanos, absolutely. Our Lord of Tar. Our Tar Lord and Savior.
I think at level 20, we're just fighting Eric. Because he's like, just fucking destroying the world, like, bitch.
Mother never loved me. Fireballs. She was ambivalent at best. Do we have a favourite? Seeing as he's not here, because he's I'm tired. No, I shouldn't mock, because he is tired, and that's okay. Brendan is allowed to be tired. What was our favorite Eric moment of the season? Because this was, particularly the second half, was very heavy Eric.
Yes. I mean, we had a lot of good moments with Eric and his family, for sure. And I think for me, the best one was, it's kind of like connection of the build up to meeting Grandma and how confident Eric was when he did meet her. And he was like holding his own, but without like being a petulant child or anything like that. He was very professional. He knew what was on the line. And that was, I think, that was a huge like moment of growth for Eric, because he was always like not very good with his family stuff. So putting that all aside, it was very strong.
Yeah. Agreed. Eric destroys the humble Omegaverse. We fight Nevermore, who has since become a god. Yeah, I mean, I would like one day to come back to Nevermore. And it would actually make sense, given what Nevermore is doing and trying to achieve, to come back to Nevermore at a significantly higher level. Like, I could envisage when Curse of Strahd is done, coming back to Nevermore. But, like, when Mitch's baby boy is a little bit older and Mitch's fatherly duties are not quite as time-consuming as they currently are for him, because that's completely fair, and I fully support him supporting his spouse in that adventure. But yeah, that would be lovely. A Jude and Jordan podcast. Bishop Blood, are you aware quite how busy AJ Winters is? It's been talked about. Yes, exactly. You know. Omi says, I mean, Jude and the others will have their place in history, but one could fast forward a few hundred years and come up with a new evil or six. Absolutely. When Strahd fails, Team Trish could meet up with Nevermore. That was my thinking. Yeah. Yeah. My favorite Eric was the redemption arc he had with the life plane. We all know how busy AJ is. Yes.
I mean, is it really a redemption? Because it was mostly like
the life plane didn't like him.
Overcoming preconceptions around him. You know?
But what he managed to achieve on the life plane and what he managed to make, like, that wasn't just the DM giving it to him. That was him very much not asking for it, but like that was Eric and Brendan driven. And I really enjoyed that, because it's not something I would have handed it to him or even thought to give him. I also my favorite Brendan moment was around that was the how graceful he was about being, oh, this place fucking hates you. You are seriously underpowered while you are here. And he's like, pucker. You can see him going, I, as a player, love this, and as the character, hate this.
Yeah. He showed a lot of humility, and I think that's why the moment was so earned by the end of it, you know?
Yeah.
Josh, you're ever going to make the various teams do a shadow clone battle?
I don't want to know, Omi. There was a discussion very early in Monsters and Magic about which team would win. The thing is, I think the teams are very well balanced, and it would depend entirely on which team went first. Epic tournament arc when I loathe PvP unless it is earned and necessary in the narrative. As just a thought experiment, removing Dan's characters from the mix really makes it interesting as well, because those two were basically untouchable. Dan is very good at building a broken as fuck characters. Javier, Lux was telling me that Javier could kill any character in 3 rounds. He had this sort of unbeatable plan. He was like, I could kill Jude in 3 rounds, easy. And I was like, okay, right. I'm like, sure. if you lasted 3 rounds. Jude is a glass cannon, but Jude is a cannon. Let's not forget that bit. For example, but looking at the current party makeup, Smoothie isn't like the other party is very resistance. Is very resilient, but not overly damage heavy. Whereas you guys have a very good damage output, but nowhere near as durable as the other party. So it would be an interesting 3v3. And if you put Esmeralda,
I don't know what you're talking about. Julio died and woke up like 5 times in one round. He's a god.
Yeah, the other party has Esmeralda, but you guys have the older heart backing you up. So, it would be a really interesting one. Like, Kesh versus Trish. The unstoppable force meets the immovable object. There is, absolutely. I think what would really swing it now, though, is that Trish has a wearable mimic called Chet. So she's got backup, whereas Cash doesn't.
She's got a sidekick. I don't.
She has a sidekick, yeah. Well, you've got loads of bug friends if you lent in on that. Would, and this is an interesting question, would Cash like to be rid of that? Oh, there is also the curse, let's not forget. I mean, that's the big arc at the moment, is the curse. I'm so excited for the resolution to it. It's so monstrous. That curse is quite possibly the most evil thing I have done as a DM ever.
Oh no.
Bishop Blood says,
I know too much. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, Karen can't say. She knows.
She knows.
I don't know why, but I just want to see Darian Brendan going all murder locust. I mean, yeah, it's hard to say. I truly think the OG team could take on all the other teams if there was a clash. Yeah, with Helvig, I don't know. If, as in, OG Monsters and Magic crew was a pretty tanky party. Eric Cash, then a true boar barbarian with a glowing fucking hammer, and a death cleric, and those are upsetting. Like, Lux's point was well made. 3 rounds, he can kill straight up anything. I was like, no, I agree with you. You can. It's just you've got to survive to do that. Julio take on Geo's Sloth. We'd have to figure out how to build Julio from Major Magica, but yes. Eldritch Blast! Yeah. I don't even like to entertain the notion. If we were going to talk about like parties that are not to be fucked with, Fig, Tali, and Gallo, and who was the 4th in that one? Was it just the 3 of them? Was it just the 3? I think it was. No, yeah, we had Catherine. Yeah, Catherine Corvinus.
Oh, right. The reprise.
Yeah, that one. That was...
Catherine Corvinus is dangerous as fuck.
Yeah, if you leveled that quartet up to the same level as everybody else, then you got a real fight on your hands, because
Sorcerer Rogue is, like, very dangerous.
Gallo is a monk druid. That's a fucked up combo. Fig is a straight up pally. Don't mess with the Gerbean Paladin. Yeah, there's a lot there that would be scary too. I think it's surprisingly balanced. OG Team Cash would make them work for it, but you still reckon OG Team would win? Interesting. Okay.
Like, this is assuming that we take all emotion out of the fight.
It would have to, yeah. Otherwise, you straight up wouldn't fight. The only reason would be if Nevermore was able to convince everybody else it was absolutely necessary on his path to godhood.
I think in our party, I would wager that Eric is the most dangerous, because he has just so much magic to use, and we already know that he's not a stranger to horrible murder, so he has that instinct to fuck everything up as much as he can. Like, Julio can be, stabby, but not very not very varied. And also, he doesn't really have a heart in it anymore, you know? Whereas Eric will fuck you up.
I'm really excited for the next time Eric and Trish meet. Because Eric has been named as savior of Alderheart now.
Did they have
Trish thinks he's a murderer.
Trish does think he's a murderer, and
right,
Trish has
because
been
of the wedding.
does a small amount of murdering her own self. Like straight up went looking for somebody to kill a couple of times. Like, just I need to commit a murder this evening, otherwise somebody I love dies. So went and found someone to kill. Omi bought one for her. Trish might stab Eric. I mean, that would resolve the problem for another 3 days. She doesn't love him. Trish has some strong feelings. Yeah. Did I ask both of you the question? Yeah. Favorite Eric moments. That's what we were doing. Did you guys both answer that one? Hey, Dak. And chat,
I'm
if you
actually
have...
not sure.
I don't think Karen answered. I think we got Josh's and mine. So far.
Yeah. Chat, if you have favorite Eric moments as well, I would love to hear them. Food is here. Go to lurk.
Favorite Eric moment. Like, you kind of stole mine because I loved his work in the life plan as well. But I also enjoyed him going to the council with his granny at the end.
Yeah.
That was fun. Kind of doing what would Eric be like if he had actually committed to this situation?
Oh, yeah. The final episode was dead set one of the best games of roleplay D&D I've ever run. That was a really, really strong app. There was a lot in that season, though, that were just really good episodes. I adored the pre-season one-off with you and Tavernish, Karen, just in terms of heavy roleplay and strong character development. And so just sort of me rolling with whatever you guys said. Glorious. Well, that's some favorite Eric moments. Talking with his bro in his hideout. Yeah, that was cute, Bishop Blood. Yeah, that was very cute. It's always a privilege as well to get a character that, like, because he'd never really been fleshed out. I don't think he'd even been officially named until that episode, Eric's brother. So when a player hands you a piece of their backstory to play with and torment them with, it's really cool. It's a showing of trust, and it's really lovely. It's very flattering. And it came up with some really interesting stuff. Got him! Right in the feels. Yeah, absolutely. Alright, now I want to talk favorite... Actually, we know how to do this. Bishop Blood, D3 in chat, please. Bishop Blood loves to roll the dice.
Yes. Yes, he does, Siri.
That looks so weird for anyone who doesn't know there is a dog curled
There
up
is a
on
dog
the
next to me.
screen.
Yeah, hang on, I'll just point it. I can see her. There she is. She's dead. A 3! We're talking Karen.
Ooh.
Favorite Karen moments.
Best of the season.
In the season, yes. No worries, Omi. Take care. Drive safe. Favorite cache. Actually, I'm gonna go shoot for the very beginning because it's a very good place to start. Yeah, your conversation with Hath. Getting Hath's opinion and then where you chose to take it was very, very cool. Because, like, I think the trick is Karen very much, more than the other two, got thrown in the deep end a lot with, hey, make big decisions on the behalf of literally everybody else. And the other two always had the luxury of not being the one who was required to make the decision, and therefore were able to come in having their opinion on it without having that be the be-all and end-all. So there wasn't the pressure for them. They were there, they had her back, and at the end, they demonstrated it beautifully. Kesh being like, I don't know how to fix this, and then both coming in and going, here, this is how I'd fix it. That helps, right? But yeah, Kesh routinely got thrown some hard ones, and the way you went with it, the way Kesh went with it, was really cool. Was really good roleplay. Today my watch told me I was being quite rude. It was weird. Okay.
I think on a similar note, I really like that Kesh was very stalwart on the idea of not being in power. Like a lot of D&D characters are kind of built to get more powerful, like more influential, blah blah, and therefore like gleefully get to experience that. But Kesh was always like true to, no, I don't really want this. And even at the very end, she's like, the council is right there, and she like really doesn't want it. I like that. I think that speaks to like understanding of the character over like mechanics and like possible like advantages in the future of being in a position like that. Is good.
Yeah, absolutely. Bishop Blood, you rolled for which person we were talking about favorite moments next, and it was Karen. Because I know how much you love to roll for favorite moments. And Daria and I have just said our favorite Karen moments. Karen, what was your favorite self? When the Major kept avoiding fights, that was quite cool. Yeah. Just because she's a high-ranking military officer doesn't mean she likes fighting people. She's just good at it. Just like Eric, just because Eric pushes a lot of people into tar doesn't mean he enjoys doing it. He does, but he doesn't necessarily mean that.
Ooh. I always love the waking up covered in bugs by silence.
Did you answer that? Would you like to get rid of that? Or has she come to make her peace with it now?
It's kind of handy having a portable bug blanket. I'm never gonna freeze to death with it, you know.
No.
Might wake up under a shell of dead frozen bugs, but you know I'll be alive.
The look on your face, though, and I know it was fully simulated, like, you didn't know what was coming, but yeah, the look on Karen's face as she portrayed Kesh when I described the first time waking up with it, the silent screaming is real, was very funny. But it is more like waking up under a pile of cats and dogs, though. This is the trick. These are the Humblewood equivalent of sort of pets, to a degree. Or, no, more like chickens and goats. Like, it's like, this is not as pleasant as it could be, but it's not like, I've never interacted with a giant cockroach before. You probably have. But yeah, it was still like visceral horror.
Define giant cockroach.
Pretty big. Like, goat size.
Oof.
They don't make them quite that big in Australia.
At least Siri-sized. That's actually more about the same size I'm thinking about. Yeah, like the pile of a small dog, size of a small dog, waking up under a pile of writhing livestock. Yeah, look, when you use the word writhing, Crispin, I would agree that yeah, no one wants to wake up under a pile of writhing anything, except maybe people of the opposite gender if you're that way attracted.
Writhing is still not good in that regard. It doesn't spell good times.
I imagine oil is involved, like slippery, like you writhe when you're that sort of. But that's just me. We
earned more than we needed to, Karen. We earned more than we needed to.
Karen now has found a new kink.
No.
New kink unlocked.
No. No. New dark corner in my mind.
Yeah, writhing elicits thoughts of Lovecraftian horrors. That's also true.
I love that you opened the fucking notebook like she's gonna like journal in the new kink unlocked.
Today I learned another thing I will not be doing with my husband. I saw a wonderful thing, which was basically like seeing the world from the perspective of Cthulhu. It's weird, isn't it? Like if you were if you found, for example, a large circle of ants chanting your name, you'd probably do what they were asking, right? Just out of curiosity. Just like, okay, this is weird. Like you show up and they're like, haha, we have trapped you, great Joshua. You are surrounded by the little circle of straw and gemstones. And I'm like, I mean, I'm not, but hilarious. Yes, where's this going? We want you to do this thing. And most of the tasks they ask you to do are like, kill that one ant or that one ant and his friend. You're like, I mean, I'm fully capable of doing that, and it does amuse me. Bloop, bloop, there you go. And then occasionally, you know, they asks you to do some shit that you straight up can't do. Like, I want to be the most powerful ant in the world. And you're like, okay, so you pick them up and you kill all the other ants and then put them back down and they go, no, what have I done? I mean, that's sort of, if you think about it like that, you can completely understand where Cthulhu's coming from. Bishop Blood has that meme saved, yes. Wriggle and writhe, slither and squirm, and your roommate makes a rival colony. That would be fun. Alright, and we need a D2 in chat. To choose between me and Daria.
Like, may I be excused? I'm traumatized now.
Fucking Greg.
My roommate's always called Greg.
Ours wasn't. Ours was called John, or Harriet, or Therese. We have said several. That's two. That's Daria. Favorite Daria moments. Favorite Daria moments for the season. Favorite Julio. Tree Pope. Gotta be the Tree Pope.
Which moment? There's so many.
At the end, leaning it. No. I would say the first promulgating of the religion to the people down in the
Propagating?
It is also propagating, but there is a promulgating. I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna Google this now.
I don't know this word. Promulgating?
Promulgated. To promulgate, to promote or make widely known. Promulgate. Promulgating the belief in the older heart in the roots, with the guy who'd been looking after the little temple down there, printing out the flyers. What, for the rival colony or for Josh's writhing orgy? So yeah, I think Julio doing that was really, really cool. Like setting the seeds, laying the groundwork for his new religion. And yeah, low-key, like spreading that was really cool to see. Sort of, yeah, playing into the... I also really enjoyed, a Daria moment, really enjoyed making the bardic subclass.
That was fun.
Because it's really cool to get the input of the player too. It was like, hey, we're gonna make you something new. Let's do it together. Josh is writing the orgy. Save the date. Yeah, it's early January, where it will be so hot we can't not be writhing because it's just too slippery. 40+ degrees. We live in Australia. Leave me alone. That kink's getting worse. Yeah, that was my favorite Daria moment. Is leaning in on that. The religion creation element of
I really
Julio.
appreciate how you spliced your favorite moment of me helping to create religion with you writhing at 40 degree weather. It's just very good. Thank you. I feel appreciated.
Glad you enjoyed. Eat your nuggies. Josh is writing orgy. Assemble!
I think for me, I will not assemble. Thank you. But I think for me,
I decline.
Yes, thank you. Maybe some other time. Never. My favorite me moment, I think, would be the fact that not to toot my own horn, but I have pretty funky creative ideas quite often, and I enjoyed like coming up with some of the silliness that actually like worked, like finding a way to like procure the seeds for the life like operation, and using the water I got like a couple sessions before that from the river. It just we don't use most of my ideas for good reason. They're a little kooky, but when we do, I think it's quite fun. I enjoy it.
I think Daria really shone when we were negotiating with the plant we had to take from the life plane to heal Eric's mum. That was like some solid work from the tree pope there and kind of smoothing that situation. And
what's interesting is because you're becoming the tree pope, but it's also sort of there is a distinct relationship with the life plane itself through that. So that little arc was very much Julio literally in their element, and playing into that and seeing the transformation of Julio over 3 and a bit seasons has been really, really interesting. From this self-effacing former pirate to tree pope is, I think, probably one of the biggest jumps, or not jump implies it was sudden, but like one of the biggest arcs for a character throughout the Humbleverse. Just in terms of what they were to what they have become. Cash has had a fairly heavy-duty ongoing transformation as well, but it's still within functionally the same organization. From sort of lowly bandit to second in command of the entire thing, and also now a objectively good person. Not non-questionably good person. Eric has had a far more subtle transformation. Julio's has been really quite epic, and we're
Considering
still
that
seeing...
he's the last hire for the group, it was actually a very short span of time.
Yeah, but a formative one and really interesting to see. Yeah.
Another thing I really enjoyed playing, by the way, was the fact that Julio has still not resolved the shame he feels about his life.
Oh, yeah.
Like I think last session, or like second to last, he was like talking about like a period where he was not a person that like his childhood friends would like, because like he went from like being like a good kid, well, I'm not gonna go into it because we'll probably explore it later, then to like the piracy, and then like getting back out. It's very interesting to feel that through, because he feels like he's doing the good thing for the community, but also he's kind of like saving himself through doing the good stuff. And he doesn't really get to like, he doesn't talk about that part that much, because I'm not sure he understands himself why he's so like hell-bent on making this work.
I think it's also worthy to note, in my opinion, and others are welcome to hold a different one, that in my opinion, just doing the thing, it's sort of like, you know that your soul is bound for hell, so you try and work your way out of it. Try and do good things. Is it in any way possible that to get out of it once you're in it was like, oh, you're only doing good things because you're going to hell and you're trying to save your soul? It's entirely possible, I believe, that to do good things for good reasons, if you are also like be driven by guilt and still do good things and have it be, you are a good person, you're doing good things. It doesn't matter that you are doing them for a guilt. It's
heck,
Dan.
Catholicism is based on doing good things because you feel bad.
Yeah. Hey Dan, how are you bloody champion? Happy birthday, mate. For a month or so from now. Oh no, it was the other Dan. It was Dan O'Brien's birthday recently. Yes. I emerge from the deep to say Julio is poggy. That is true. Julio is very poggy. Can confirm. How is uni going, buddy? Cool. Oh, glorious. Have we all done favorite Julios? Then we need a D1 in chat. Dan, would you roll me a D1 in chat, please? Because we're talking about favorite DM moments. A 1!
Oh my god, he rolled a 1!
What?
Wow. Who could have
seen that coming? My god.
Yes, there we go. Thanks, Dan. The one time he asks. Yeah, favorite DM moments of the season.
Ooh.
I really liked how you balanced just so much in the last episode. It was like we covered a lot of ground, and you made sure that everyone had their chance to do their thing, and also all the NPCs knew what they were doing. There was so many things to keep in mind, and it didn't seem like you were like stressed or under strain at all. It was just, it felt very like confident and real, and I think that was like a very, very good show of your DM skills, because you've been doing this for a while. You know how to like compile all of these things like a composer, like all of these things have to fit together, and that was done very well. And personally, pet peeve of mine is when a DM doesn't know how to cut things, doesn't know how to like move things along, so sessions like take way too long because no one's like hurrying the fuck up. And for having this much done in a reasonable amount of time, for me that is quite impressive, because everything didn't feel rushed, but also didn't like blabber along too long and be like, okay, this is done and this is, and all of it just culminating. It was good.
Thank you. That's very cool. Thank you.
You juggled a lot of characters.
Yes.
A lot of NPCs. And they never felt like they were blurring together. They always felt like they were different from the other person we've met, which is a real trick, because like I don't DM a lot, so I don't encounter it so much in DMing, but when I'm writing, like, you're always worried that all your characters are going to be the same because you wrote them all. And no, you always feel like you're meeting different people that will react differently, so you can't always predict how someone's going to behave. Although sometimes you definitely get the Josh is fucking with us vibe.
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes I cannot resist it. All hail the pacing praetor. Oh, I'll take that one. Blood for the blood bishop, pacing for the pacing praetor. That one's hard to say. Favorite self. Again, I'm going to go back to the life plane. I freaking loved the life plane. I love creating something very new. Something that was like the most D&D canon did not possess a life plane. What would that even look like? So having everything literally be alive was really fun. Trying to steal the child? Oh, that child. Yeah. On the life plane, yes. He's like, he's mine now. No! He has a parent literally nearby. And then like, what do I...
so close. I'm like, who is a father now, by the way?
What is it with your characters and adopting small children?
I love that Julio was themselves an orphan, so like it was almost trying to orphan this child.
But with kindness. I'm gonna orphan you so fucking hard. You're gonna love it.
Yes, father. Project diaries for his throne. I love it. Project diaries for his throne. Yeah, it took me a minute. Yes, I love that. I love that idea. A throne made of books. It would be quite uncomfortable. We did visit the life plane this season. Yes, it was. My least favorite thing about it was, due to circumstances really beyond our control, it was a very disjointed season. Particularly the second half of it was very sort of I'm gonna break, and yeah. It was mostly just availabilities, but I don't regret the choices we made to have the people involved that we did. Like having Fenway come along caused a lot of those breaks. Completely like not upset with Fenway about it, it just did. But she was still a really cool character to have in there. I was really glad to sort of connect those two little dots from two different parts of my narrative. Yeah, I really love crossing the streams. So I suppose that would be part of my favorite moment. Yeah. Of having two thus far unconnected events and elements talking to each other and being relevant to each other. And Tooth, the not mimic sheep. Oh, Riska. Oh, such a beautiful kitty.
Is here.
Daria, have you seen the pictures of Raw in the pet channel on the Discord?
No, I'm gonna go look.
Terrace
Pretty
Terrace has
great.
a new cat. Terrace found a cat in their bin. Someone had thrown them out and put it in Terrace's garbage.
Oh, they're tiny.
Yeah, he's so little. Go back all the way, and we reckon what?
It
3
just
or
gets
4
smaller
weeks.
and cuter.
Yeah, there's one very early picture with a dice on the back of his neck, and we have called. He has been named Roar, I mean that cat has fallen on its feet. He is absolutely fine. He was bottle fed, and yeah, Terrace is the right person to look for that. Do you think the avium dumps their waste in the plane of sewage? No, they should sell it. Because bird poop is very high in phosphates and makes for excellent fertilizer. So it actually probably goes to the life plane for manure. Surely the elemental chaos is the best Planar landfill. I think Lae'zel says in Baldur's Gate, why do you guys not just send it all to the astral sea? You know, we just have a plane for that. You've got the plane of tar, plane of coral, plane of flesh. We do not have a flesh plane. There is no plane of flesh, Bishop Blood.
Yet.
You know, Bishop, they're just going to keep mentioning it until it happens.
Yeah. Ooh, flesh plane. I'm sick of all this flesh on this motherfucking plane. Prove me wrong. Glorious. Well, have I been flattered enough? I believe I have.
Never.
Excellent. Cool. Well, the meat space. Yeah, but that's okay. Well, the flesh plane is actually this existence, then, isn't it? This hellscape.
And here we go back to reverse isekai. How it all comes around.
Are you saying
We've
that the
come
reverse
full
isekai
circle.
is just the flesh plane? Working the day-to-day office life. I hate it. I hate that. Cool. Well, does anybody in the audience have any questions for our players? Because if not, I'm going to turn on the thing. I know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Thrifty. No, that's an advert. Let's say Jackbox Party Pack 5. Patently Stupid. That could be fun. Let's do that. Oh, we've done loads of these already. That's 7. I've never played 7. What's 7? Blather round. Helpful guesses. Alright, yeah, let's do that. No, Dan is here. And I'm back. Dan is here. Dan is very much here. Oh, apologies for the noises. Those who can hear it. Oh.
What noises were they?
Alright, hang on. I'm just going to turn the volume way down. There we go. Oh, didn't like that.
I heard no noises. I feel left
You
out.
wouldn't have, and it's probably for the best. And now I'm going to insert it into the overlay. No, I won't capture a specific window. I want Jackbox Party Pack 7. Huzzahs. Huzzahs and hurrahs. It's going to be quite small because we don't have a particularly good setup for it, but I might actually use Brendan's window because it's slightly larger. Suck it, Brendan. You're not here. Oh, no, I know what I'll do. It won't look as pretty, but it's a lot larger, so people can actually fucking read it. So I'm just going to pop it down over, like, the bottom corner of the screen. There we go. Boop. All right.
Whenever someone talks about like someone not being here, it just reminds me when we were playing D&D, one of the characters was had died and were waiting for their new character to kind of be introduced. So that poor player was just sitting there and occasionally would say things and would be like, "Shut up there, Clarence!"
Yes. Because normally what he was saying was not helpful.
It's like, "You're dead. You don't get to... I command you to be silent." Or to quote, the "Piss off, ghost."
Piss off, ghost. So, what are we feeling, folkses? We have a few options. Where's the game? Quiplash 3 is always fun. We love a bit of Quiplash. Let's do Quiplash. We'll start with. The other options are Talking Points, Blather Round, Devils and the Details. I don't know any of these, so let's do Quiplash because I actually do know it. I know how it works. And we've got a chat full of lovely folks and no racists, hopefully. So let's try this shit again.
Let's quickly clear them out. Black Lives Matter.
Oh!
Can you hear them running away now?
I'm queer and so's my friends.
I know it's technically not true, but I'm queer and so is my wife. Is such a flex. Sorry, I'm so boring. And
I thought you were gonna say I'm queer and so should you.
Oh shit. So yes, to our lovely audience, give me hang on, I'm actually gonna just blank that just a moment, and then we will play it, and then I will open so go to Jackbox Party Pack or Jackbox.tv, that's right, .tv.
Queer and in fear.
And enter the 4-digit code. And you guys can't see it either, so I will give you it now. Are you ready, Daria and Karen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Karen?
Where do I look for it?
No, I will tell it to you, and then once I've...
Well, I can see it on stream.
Oh, yeah, I never turned it off. Idiot.
Yeah. That's good.
KQYH.
Yeah.
I did turn it off, but I didn't actually activate the thing that I turned off, because I'm smart. Right. The Daria. Ooh, you've upgraded yourself, have you?
From just Daria to the Daria.
Do you abide, though? That's the real question. So everybody else is welcome to join. Yes, lurk away, friend. May your endeavors be blessed. Who's lurking?
Reading aloud.
Reading aloud. Take care, buddy. Yeah. Other people are very welcome to join. Omi, yes, absolutely. Omi is in. We have a Karen. We have a Bishop Blood.
Speaking of reading aloud, we had like a little share your creative writing meetup on the weekend that was just lovely and wholesome.
Yeah, it was. It was really good. Working at the moment. That's fair enough, reading aloud. We will try to be funny enough without you. Alrighty. I'm going to give everybody another sort of 10 seconds or so. And if they want to come and hang out later, they can join the audience. The room code is KQYH. I will fail. Do eat! And thank you. Meat Spaceman! Excellent. Alrighty. Gonna do it now. 3, 2, 1, do the thing! Misinterpret Ling Ling!
We were talking about how that's such an old reference the other day, and it was pretty niche when it was happening. And I'm just like, as the years go by, fewer and fewer people will have any idea what that is referencing at all.
And people can join with the room code if they fancy. Round number 1. So, 2 prompts on your device, answer them however you like. You do have 2. And Miss Bongo Cat only lasted a week. Oh.
Bongo Cat?
Okay. Ooh.
It's one of those times when I do the quick flash and think, am I funny or is it just me like giving way to the lizard brain to spew whatever?
The fine line sometimes.
There's seconds left. Use a safety quip if you have to.
Yeah.
Like, am I funny or is just the insanity just kind of slowly leaking out?
Ah, I wasn't allowed the last 2 letters of that word. Oh well, never mind.
And we start.
All right.
What used to have wings?
What used to have wings before God took away its power of flight? Greg, or my self-confidence?
Okay, make someone happy.
Damn.
Greg is a good callback. I enjoy. Oof. I got shit prompts. Aw. The Daria. Oh, wow. No one else voted.
Next,
I voted.
lighter, more
I voted.
romantic sequel to
A lighter, more romantic
I-
sequel to
I
Crime
could-
and Punishment would be called Misdemeanors and Half-Hearted Scolding.
one you like best.
Innocent and Rewarded.
Ooh. Innocent and rewarded
Rewarded.
sounds kinky AF.
Which is why I like it.
Yeah, there we go. I enjoyed Half-Hearted Scolding. I thought that might be a Karen one as well.
It was
That's
a
not why I
Karen.
chose it. The worst pattern for a woman's dress print. Blood splatter
Ooh.
or essence of patriarchy.
Oh man,
good.
that's tough because. Oh. Ah.
Oh no, Bishop, no. Yeah, valid. I'll give it that. I really struggled with that one. I was like, it's not that good.
Check this out. A good use for all your old CDs.
Good use for all your old CDs. Salad dressing.
Or throwing discs. Who
Or
has
throwing
not
discs.
thrown a CD like a ninja star?
Yeah! Going for the blood vote. Yeah, I was, to be honest. Nice. It's good. It's good, Daria.
And next,
Honestly,
Hard to believe that Madame Tussauds now has a wax statue of Biggest Dickus, or someone making a wax statue making a wax statue.
Well, we all know who wrote that
Inception.
one because
Yeah.
it's missing the last 2 letters.
Yeah.
I do like Biggest Dickus though. That's funny.
Do you know the Monty Python reference?
No, I
Okay.
just like the name. Well, I know it's from Black O'Brien probably.
Yes, it
but
is.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen it.
Quiplish! Bishop Blood gets 100%. Nicely done. I'm upset.
Damn.
Grumpy.
next one.
Something you'd gladly pay $45 for. A wax statue of Biggest Dickus. Decent underwear.
It's real.
5 minutes, no thoughts, head empty. Ooh, interesting. Hey, Toxic
Tough
Chop.
choice.
5 minutes with no thoughts sounds like heaven.
Yeah.
Just no thoughts. Nothing. Just complete blissful silence.
I think it's quite telling that Dan wrote that one.
You survived
Um,
round 1, but can you survive the scoreboard?
Can you survive the scoreboard? I think Bishop Blood's doing quite well after all of that. Yeah, killing it. Nicely done. With Daria and Dan in second place. AMC.
Bravo. Bravo.
Very nice. I am flunking at this one.
Double the points, double the
Double the points,
see you,
double the... Yes.
We see you.
We see you, D-Rab. Alright. Mmm. How could you let this happen? With all my bad prompts. Well, maybe they weren't bad prompts, Bishop Blood.
Maybe those
Maybe
bad
you were
prompts
funny.
created gold.
You're almost out of time.
I've found occasionally sometimes your worst ideas actually give you great material.
Yeah. 5 seconds left, Daria.
Get it
Careful,
done.
Bishop will let it get to their head. Yep.
And that's a wrap.
Is it fully written?
Hi, Pastor.
Okay, let's.
I was blanking on the first one. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
And the first prompt is
Alright, here we go.
a sign that
A sign that your local zoo has run out of money. You can go in and pet the bears and place bets. Exhibits being fed to the tigers. Oh,
Isn't bad,
Daria.
but I'm like, I kind of want to pet a bear.
Yeah, me too. But I was blanking on this one for a long time.
Damn, knocked me out of the park, Daria.
The most
Oh,
common
no,
dating
this is my
faux pas
second
among
one.
dragons. Dropping the size of your hoard too soon. Writhing in the orgy.
Aw, nice callback. Fuck, I hate it though.
I'm just
Oh,
like,
Karen! For the win.
I like it.
Once again, I
Boom,
get nothing.
redeemed.
I got nothing with the writhing in the
Redeemed.
orgy. I'm pissed. Green
Yep.
smoke is spewing out of the chimney of the Sistine Chapel. That means Mary is praying on high, or Tree Pope is here.
I have a feeling I know where this one's going
Those
to go.
are both very good, but
Honestly,
Yeah.
I think green smoke means the Pope is having some of the wacky tobacco.
yeah.
next up.
The most embarrassing place to witness someone screaming, "I want to speak to your manager." Pee-pee poo-poo or a maternity ward.
Your favorite.
Here's the thing. I didn't even have time to read the question. Just hope that Pee Pee Poo Poo would bring me to
What the fuck? No!
Without
Nice.
further ado,
I had to split that 50-50.
is uncommon.
Yeah.
Death by
Yep,
something
no
is an uncommon except in Florida. Tickle piss or snoo snoo. I hate this.
I can't believe Pee Pee Poo Poo brought me some points.
I am pissed off. That's bullshit. My answer was thought out and clever.
Yeah, skill issue. Mwah.
The most intriguing phrase to find in a dating profile. Be not afraid, behold the majesty of this dick. Florida man, but near you, baby.
I like the language of both of them.
Like I wouldn't swipe right on either of these, but
Oh, Bishop Blood. You're gonna say once again, Bishop Blood, that was a bad prompt, was it? I hope fucking not. I think Bishop Blood is still winning everyone.
It's scoreboard time.
biblically accurate dick.
No, Daria takes the lead with pee pee poo poo.
Nice.
No.
Suck it.
No.
For the win.
A final round.
Oh, I've snuck up to third place. I'm coming for you.
I'll be sending each of you a prompt.
Excellent band name.
3 separate responses.
Poop joke 1, poop joke 2, and poop joke 3. Okay, so we have to come up with 3 answers.
So goofy. It's so dumb.
Tick-tock, time's almost up.
It's a bit random, but you know, you guys can roll.
Are you ready for magic?
What am I even saying anymore? I don't know.
I have no idea. 3 words that would describe the circus to your dad. Or your dad. Oh, I misread that. A medley of light and color, humans on animals but good, basically all your worst fears. Stall screamer, anal leakage, corn log.
I'm horrified. But I gotta keep it train on
like
leakage.
part of me wants to ask for more detail on corn log, and part of me does not want to know, and don't tell me.
I'll take it. I will take the win there. The 3 most common things people scream while skydiving out of a plane. What else do you skydive out of? Where's the ripcord? Unholy screeching. It all started when I was 6. I forgot my parachute. I forgot to pee before. I regret nothing.
Nice. Oh, they're very
Oh,
powerful.
Dan. Fucking nailed that. Nice. It's cornhole. Thank you very much.
Oh,
And
guys.
cornholio.
I regret nothing.
3 words you don't want to hear someone use to describe your genitals. Pulsing. Gushing. Worm. Lovecraftian. Mediocre. I can't find it, sorry. Florida will never live that down.
Florida
The
will never live a lot
Daria.
of things down.
The Daria for the win, I suspect.
Yes, sir.
She stole it from me, Bishop Blood.
Great job. Now let's
Get wrecked,
get
idiot.
the final scores.
GG easy. Don't worry, I'll lose it very soon.
I came 3rd on that final round
Nice.
alone. Basically, the final round, if you're not already doing well, isn't going to help you.
I went from 3rd to last. I'm hurt.
I went from
I
last to
would like
3rd.
to thank my mother and everyone else in the round because they were less funny than me. Thank you very
You're
much.
very welcome. Yeah.
You can go off people, you know, Daria.
All right. Let's have some new players.
Are there games that we've never tried before?
There are loads. But I don't know how they work. Or if they will is the trick. So I'm gonna move for one more little round of this, and then we call it for the evening. It's because I don't know how or if the other games work. I will have a look at them and see. Okay. The code is VKDR. I said that was where it all falls apart, so I win in spirit. Yeah, I mean, Bishop Blood, if to win every game I say I'm not going to win at the beginning, I'd win a lot more games. Omi the Great. You didn't stick with the poop emoji. Interesting. Dan, you're going to join us again? He is good. And anybody else wants to come play as well? They are very welcome to. VKDR. No racism, but other than that, or homophobia, but other than that, you're all good. In fact, honestly, grossness is fine as long as it's just sort of, yeah. Rishi! You won the game of life!
In this lobby,
I did. I married the right
wins,
person.
so-
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
I love how salty you are
I'm
about that.
so pissed off
delicious.
about, like, splitting the points with pee pee poo poo is so fucking bullshit.
And I didn't even read the
Yeah,
question. I
yeah,
find that so fucking funny.
Like, oh my god, I didn't even try it. I won. Ah.
We have a Tony. Good. Rishi, if you want to join us, go to jackbox.tv and enter the room code. And you too could play a silly game of Quiplash with us.
Where you
Tack
may
new-
carefully
okay.
craft a humorous layered answer and be
Like
beaten
pee-pee
by
poo-poo.
toilet humor.
Yeah.
Just like real life, honestly.
Yeah. Also working. Ah! Oh well. Then we shall amuse you with our silly quips about pee-pee and poo-poo. Everybody is in 5, 4, 3, 2, hey Tony, go. But I can say pee-poo, poo-poo all the time. Diarrhea, catch that in. Now it's not going to work for anybody else today. Okay, good. Be my cube mate for a while. Ooh. Maharishi is being a cog in the corporate machine. Murder most foul.
I'm your host, Schmitty, and yes, I do have.
I accidentally slept through being a cog in a corporate machine today.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Sweet Pea.
Okay, round 1. Points are
You can still join the audience, however, and vote on the answers. So if you enter VKDR, Sweet Pea, you can still help choose who wins. Perfect. Yeah, shut up.
Oh, good for you, Maharishi. You beat those cyber criminals down.
Excellent.
Ooh.
I think I used up all my funny juice on the first round.
You hear that, guys? It's wide open.
Yeah, I'm a sprinter, not a marathon runner.
Okay.
all right. No time like the present.
Checking up on a few friends who live in Maine. They are safe. Excellent.
Set it off with
Is Maine
kitty cat.
usually a fairly dangerous place to live?
kissing someone.
The worst thing to say after kissing someone. I need to pee, and what's that smell?
Oh.
I'm seeing. There's going to be a lot of pee-pee poo-poo ones in this.
It's a meta, you know?
Yeah.
And there will be this one glorious moment where someone just nails it and it's funny again.
Yeah. An embarrassing person to accidentally call Daddy. My father, Daria.
All right.
My auditor, Philip.
Oh, there was a shooting in Maine. I feel bad for being
Oh,
flippant
that's
now. I hope,
good.
I hope they're all okay.
I was very safe when I was there that one time I went to the US. Oh, shit, I was too slow.
Yeah, you were silly. You thought that I wrote my father.
No, I did not.
And next is
Oh, of course, fucking.
Perfect excuse for getting out of gym class. I appear to have been turned into a cow. I'm allergic to non-consensual, non-sexual exhaustion. Both very good.
I love the language. Whoever wrote the second one, I tip my hat to thee.
Yeah. Karen. Of course, Karen. Thank you, Bishop Blood. That was very good,
But-
though, Karen. Yeah.
Yeah, being turned into a cow. Solid reference.
What
I
do
enjoy.
most Rorschach tests look like to you? My next bounty, coxgun. Demon butterflies. That's hard. That was hard.
That's what she said.
You gotta provide the genetic report for evidence first. Dan, it was upsetting. Yes. Hey, audience favorite.
next we have
Next we have haste makes blank. A premature ejaculation. Pissy in my panty. Ooh woo.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with ejaculation for the ooh woo.
I don't know. Ooh is very strong.
Oop.
Oh.
Be wary, bot. So Sullivan Kate has entered the chat, mod sword in hand.
the worst
I'm not a bot.
restaurant.
The worst restaurant. Something hut. Jabba thee or pee pee poo poo.
Okay, what's your favorite?
We can't let him get away with it. my beautiful bit bastardized. How could they?
Yes! I
Little
thought.
sad no one went for Pizza the Hut.
Wait.
Just saying.
Wait, Daria, did you lose to Pee Pee Poo Poo? How's it feel, bitch?
Like a true pioneer, I left it and y'all scrambled to get the popularity.
The biggest pet peeve among modern zombies: no free Wi-Fi, doing some fucking cardio. Hustle, hustle. It was solid. It was solid, Dan.
I couldn't vote for this one for some reason.
Huh.
So that was round 1.
I'm gonna be honest, I had nothing for that one.
But hey, let's see those.
It was
I
good.
was like,
I enjoyed it.
What
It was
irritates
just
zombies? They're zombies.
yeah. Okay. All right.
Round 2 is upon us. Put on your best quip face because the points are doubled.
Points
and
are
the
doubled.
tension Is thick.
Just saying.
The tension is thick, like the poo poo.
You had to go there, didn't
Yeah,
you?
why would you do this? So premature, so childish.
You mean immature, not premature?
No, I said what I said.
Become back my money.
Premature immaturity.
Oh. Oh.
Almost out of time. Don't forget your safety quips.
Oh, Daria.
Pencils down.
What am I doing? Do not have. Ah, fuck! I didn't write Pee Poo. I wrote nothing. I just saw that.
You didn't even write pee pee poo poo.
No, I had nothing.
Just
But what if I
shitposted
win
it.
again?
The main quality that producers are looking for in a reality TV show participant: the lack of education or piss-marked panties (brackets slurp).
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
On principle, not touching the
Bishop
second
blood. Womp womp.
I was gonna say lack of inhibitions, really.
I'm glad it was Bishop blood. Super Quiplash. Tony.
one. Yeah, that's what you get.
And here we have
The title of the YouTube video with the most negative comments. 4-second attention span. My father, Daria, does a mukbang. Ooh. And Sexy Steve does his taxes.
In my head canon, Sexy Steve isn't sexy at all.
No.
But
No.
acts as though he is the sexiest man alive.
Yeah.
That's
Thank you,
confusing
Karen.
everybody and giving out inaccurate tax advice.
without further
Ooh, taxes. Yeah, baby.
line of
The opening line of Tony Karlstrom's one-person show. I'm here because Josh made me. Call to action on sponsors.
I like that.
Does anyone hate it when YouTubers do such a flawless pivot to their sponsor kind of bit that you don't see it coming?
Yeah, I hate it. Just better say, and now to pay my bills.
swim, there will
It's like,
Full
and now,
schedule. After a free swim and adult swim, there will be
All right, vote for the one you like best.
erotic
Come
pole
on.
swim or pee pee poo poo swim.
We can't. We can't.
I'm just vengeance.
Which one was
choosing
me?
against Poo now.
Neither! Erotic pole swim. Nice, Dan.
And now,
Name of the new TikTok dance that the kids are wild about. Hot Chip Daddy. The despair of a 53-year-old clown. I like to think that Sexy Steve is a nickname he gave himself, and his name isn't Steve. Yeah, Hogan. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
He loves alliteration.
Oh, Daria, it was good.
This is where all my time went.
Super Quiplash. It was very good.
Yes.
Daria knows me. It's
Daria, I
clown
expect
time.
you to post a video of yourself performing the despair of the 50-year-old clown in our Discord now.
exams at Hogwarts.
The secret thing you must do at passing final exams of Hogwarts was Daria's brain broke or spank a house elf.
Enjoy some points.
Please give me points.
And next, the scientist
The scientist was probably hungry when they named the bird they discovered.
blank.
Delicious, damn it.
Now it's
Sauteed.
Nice. Circling the same idea, kind of.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Just makes me remember our pet chickens that we
Oi,
all
Sim.
named after foods.
Yeah. Oh. Well, Daria and I have you, Karen.
Yep.
Spatchcock. That's a good one.
Ooh.
only one round remains.
One round remains.
Point.
I always feel bad talking about this because they're really cute when they're alive. But quail is fucking delicious.
Yeah. Tony is in the lead with Dan close behind him.
Flash. Where all quip roads lead.
Thriplash.
I'm going to send each of you a point that requires 3 seconds.
Three things, same as last time.
Remember, big
Yeah, Karen, your turn to pee pee poo poo.
and
She refused.
I'm not actually sure I've had quail.
against me.
You want to get a deboned quail that they've stuffed with something delicious. It's honestly, like, amazing.
Like a different quail.
Quail stuffed with another quail. Yeah, I've had quail, like, with the bones in. And deboned quail. Go the deboned quail. You get a lot more enjoyment out of a quail with no bones in it. It's a lot less work for a lot more delicious. Did we drop out?
Have we?
Don't think so.
Oh,
It's
just
not
me
saying
then.
dropped frames. Don't think so.
Okay, just me. I'll just have to type really fast to get my answers in.
Dan says no. You have 20 seconds. Come on, Omi. Pull your knees in tight.
Time's running out.
Quail of quail. Someone has clipped that. Thank you, Rishi. 8 seconds.
Okay, I think we did it. We did it! Yay!
Nice.
Huzzah! What have we done? Now this is where it all falls apart. Bishop Blood's calling it now. The 3 forgotten steps in the cha-cha slide. Slide right into my DMs. 3 steps on me, mummy. Step to the left and leave. Shimmy, shake, Macarena. Slide right into my DMs is very good.
I think that's a TikTok dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, slide
I
right
like
into my
step to the
DMs,
left and
definitely.
leave.
Yeah. 3 steps on me, mummy. Also funny. Oh, Schmitty came. That was guest answer. So Omi
nice.
gets the super quiplash from that one.
Damn!
Hey,
Smashed it, Omi.
Nice.
you know what I'm
Nice, good
I
job.
would be a
Whiplash
tiny
against-
bird impersonator, but I'm not qualified.
Nice.
The 3 things you must do on your wedding day. Flee, cheat, inseminate.
Jesus.
Talk to old people, get married, and find out what you've gotten into.
Ooh.
I like how the first one just reads as like straightforward instructions. It's very good.
Yeah.
But
Ah!
are you
Ah!
doing the cheating and the inseminating at the same
The
time?
audience got me, but everybody else, Bishop Blood.
Yep. Yeah.
Got him.
It's just so punchy.
Yeah, Pornhub tags right there. Yes, flee, cheat, inseminate. Cleaner, so 3 worst jobs in hell. Cleaner, receptionist, complaints line, janitor, masseuse, spanker of sex offenders. I don't think sex offenders would be spanked. That would be not hell for them, right?
Well, now they're being spanked by the people they don't find attractive, and that's...
I don't know.
That's
I
why
think
it's bad.
being spanked is... You got me on the complaints line. Okay. Yeah. I gave it to the complaints line as well, Sweet Pea.
How could you?
Oh, it was close. Very close.
Yes.
But Karen takes it.
No one wants to work the complaints line in
Based
hell.
on your
True.
deeds, there are 3 most likely things you'll be reincarnated as in your next life. A slime, a medieval 9 to 5er, devourer of the imbeciles, log spraying, golden showering, gaping hopefully.
What does a
Someone was
medieval
overtaken
9
by
to
the kinky
5?
side.
What does a medieval 9 to 5er do?
I
They're
don't know, but I
probably a
like devour of
serf.
imbeciles.
So somebody who just works the fields? Medieval times, it's pre-industrial.
Ooh, Sweet Pea, as someone who works as an intermediary between taxpayer and IRS.
Oh,
the
mate.
feels.
That's rough. That is rough.
Yeah.
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 Zito's final scores.
All right. Final
As
scores.
someone who tried valiantly to call the British tax department once, just...
Oh, I'm in last. Meat Spaceman Dan takes it for the win.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Dan. Congratulations.
Oh, I managed second that time. From last to second, I'll take it.
Lack of education.
It was fun.
Top 3, baby. Yes, it was. Well done, Omi. That was great. Thank you very much for playing with us, guys. That has reinvigorated my love of the good old Jackbox games. It works with the right people. We do need to have Dan back at some point. Maybe, it's not my, yeah.
You'll never escape now, Dan.
No, never. We need to have you back for the Dan shot, if nothing else. Although I was wondering if Dan might like to join us if his semester has finished by then for Candlekeep Christmas. Because we've missed you, Dan. But that was great fun. Thank you very much for playing with us, everybody. Yeah, I want to expand the cast this year. I want to have Kate O'Sullivan and LAB as well, if they're available. As well as all of our old friends from last year.
Yay! Oh,
Join
the
D&D stream. Hell yeah. We will be having more D&D next week. I will be back from... So Karen and I are going to have a heck of a weekend. Yes, exit. There we go. We are going to do a performance of Poperotica. No, I want to close. Go away. No, what do you do? No, no. Back. There we go. Exit.
Just leave it. Finish the stream.
It irritates me. I'm going to quit. There we go. Go away. Yes, Karen and I are going to be performing Paparotica at the Belmont Imaginarium on Saturday evening at 6:30. If you are of a Perth-based persuasion, you can come and check us out there. We will be doing Paparotica 7 Heavenly Sins, which we are now going to go and rehearse. Because we were supposed to do that today and we haven't yet, but there's still time. And yeah, then immediately after that, we drive to Kalgoorlie, which is only 6.5 hours away, to do full day of DMing for Kalgoorlie Pride. Karen and I are both going to be running DM Dungeons and Dragons for Kalgoorlie Pride, which is going to be super fun. And then we are going to ditch it back here on Monday so that I can run Humblewood of Midnight and Madness on Monday evening. So that is the next time you can catch us for some more DMing D&D. And the guys are just about to go into a were-prowler cave. I did check, and yeah, that is absolutely what Trish intends to do, though she may have to convince Selenox to come with her. Then on Tuesday night, Karen and I will probably be back for some more Baldur's Gate, and we will see where the week takes us from there. Hoping to have the Teens in Space crew back at some point in November for a little bit more Teens in Space action, because exciting news, those who haven't already heard it, the Teens in Space episode, In Space No One Can Hear You Teen, got into 2 different film festivals. We got into the Rio Webfest and the Baltimore Next Gen Webfest, which are both super freaking cool. So we have a couple of sets of laurels to attach to that one. And the Rio Webfest has also nominated us for Best Actual Play Livestream, which is pretty cool because all of our competitors are D&D, and we're the only non-D&D game in it. So that'll be interesting. We'll probably lose because of that. Perth, literally the other side of the planet from me. Yeah, no, Rishi, I understand if you can't make it. That's fine.
Get an excuse.
You're allowed. But that's enough about me. Thank you very much, Omi. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And they're all like Terrace was like, wait, Terrace's husband was like, does that mean you're like a professional streamer now? Or a professional D&D player now? And Terrace was like, I don't know, maybe. And I'm like, well, definitely not D&D, because it was Teens in Space. But otherwise, yes. So, yeah, that's who we are. That's what I did. And what we're looking at having in November. Then, December, we'll be back for some more Candlekeep Christmas, and maybe a little bit of a short form Humblewood stories, where we find out what happened to the gang while we were in between seasons. Daria, who the heck are you?
I'm Haking Daria. I am an artist. I did portraits and emotes here on the channel, and I shall be here playing D&D sometimes, and also next Tuesday on Lowright's channel for spooky Halloweeny table talk.
Hell yeah. Yes, Daria and I will be over on the Lowrights, !the Lowright. Let's just say Ardana, because it does the same thing. We'll be over there playing some Vaesen, which is a Nordic horror game set in the 1800s in Scandinavia, but it's sort of alt Scandinavia. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to be playing a doctor called Hiroth Ornson. And Daria hasn't decided yet, I don't think. And that's going to be super fun with Jack, I think, is also going to be playing in that as well. In fact, I know who's playing because I can see the list. What am I talking about? Vaesen Adventure, we have a Jack. I think we have a Terrace. Yes. And there may be somebody else as well. Oh, the Night Geo. Awesome. That's going to be really cool. It's going to be really fun. Geo from OzQuest is going to be part of that as well. That's going to be really hecking cool. And Karen will be back in a minute, I expect. I don't know where she's gone. Okay. I be Josh the Pirate. You can find me here on my channel, Corsair's Cove, where I run D&D and other RPG-related games with my lovely wife, Karen, the mother of bunnies, and all my splendid friends. You can also check me out on the podcast There Be Dragons, where I play the infamous and deadly pirate Scan Felspar, and his little dragon, Rush. And yeah, Karen, who the heck are you? Turn your mic on.
Hi, I'm Karen, otherwise known as the Mother of Bunnies. You can follow me on the social media site formerly known as Twitter as Mother O Bunnies, or you can follow my Bella's Gold Ego, Miss Lillamore, over on the Instagrams, or you can find me here semi-regularly, often playing Baldur's Gate and irritating Josh with my decisions.
She makes optimal choices. It's irritating. There were dragons. There will be again. We also have all the exclamation mark socials if you want to check us out. We have the YouTube if you want to catch up on any episodes you may have missed. We have loads there now. Well over 120 episodes of Humblewood, as well as a few other campaigns that we have run. If you want to catch up on Candlekeep Christmas before this year's adventures, if you want to see the Teens in Space episode that won all the awards, hopefully we haven't yet, but we've been nominated for them, and that's enough. Just it's just pretty cool to say, like, oh, I'm official selection for 3 different film festivals. I'm quite good at what I do. It's nice to be told that sometimes. And I mean, that's the point of favorite moments, right? And we have a Discord if you want to come and hang out with us there. You can find out all the new exciting things, like news and so forth, when we're going live, all that sort of thing, all that chunky goodness. We'll be there. We'll be back Monday night. Daria and I will be actually. What are we talking about? Karen and I will not be back on Tuesday night for some more Baldur's Gate, because Daria and I will be playing Vaesen over on the Low Rights channel at the same freaking time. Just thinking, I got like 5 NPCs. Fuck me, I have a problem. I mean, yeah, just buy more inspirations, Bishop Blood. So we'll go away from here now and find somebody to raid. I think we will drop a raid on the Eldritch Scribe. They're playing Plasmophobia. That's pretty fun. Cool. Glorious. Well, we'll drop a raid over on them. Show them the love like we always do. Throw your favorite raid emotes up in chat. I have 45 PCs. Get good, Bishop. Wow.
I believe a gauntlet just got thrown.
Yeah, it did, rather. Well, you two sort it out, and we'll find out who won next week. Alrighty. So, yeah, we will... Opie is bullying me. Sort it out between you two. Not
getting involved.
If I have to come back there, we're turning around and going home. No Disneyland for anybody. It has been an absolute joy hanging out with all of you this evening. It's lovely seeing Dan again, and Omi and all of our other wonderful friends. So, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us this evening. We will see you same bat time, same bat channel. Actually, no, it's not. It's an hour earlier on Monday. We start at 6 p.m. AWST on Monday night to accommodate our wonderful Eastern staters. So, yeah, back for more Humblewood then. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Whee!